talking less at night. Two hearts drifting just outside the light. I can feel the distance in your eyes, like you're already saying goodbye. And I don't know where we lost the thread. Something's still hanging left unsaid. But every time I think of letting go, something in me says don't let this close. Maybe we're bent, maybe we're bruised, maybe we're scared of what we're gonna lose. Maybe there's still something worth saving. If you're still here, then I'm still waiting. I don't want to hide inside my chest. Even when you're gone, I feel what's left. I'm finally finding something real, something I don't have to kill. I'll be the fire, I'll be the flame. I'll keep you warm inside the rain. If love is danger, let it stay. I'll burn for you anyway. I remember how you used to smile, how we make a little feel worthwhile. Now we're standing on opposite sides, acting like we're too strong to try. And I know love ain't always easy grace. Sometimes it looks like staying in place, choosing one more day instead of leaving, choosing us when neither one's believing. Maybe we're tired, maybe we've changed, maybe we're both carrying too much weight. But if there's a road back to each other, I don't wanna spend my life wondering. Stay for the hard days, stay for the doubt, stay when the words don't come out. Stay when we're stubborn, stay when we're wrong. Nothing worth keeping was easy for long. I don't need perfect, I don't need forever tonight. I just need you not to walk away without one more fight. I don't want to hide inside my chest. Even when you're gone, I still won't test. I'm finally finding more than something real. I'll be the fire and make the deal.
My mind is telling me no, but you're a thoughty telling me yes. Baby, I don't wanna hurt your body. There is something that I must confess to you. I don't see nothing wrong with a little booty tickle, with a little booty tickle. I don't see nothing wrong, baby. Hey, I don't see nothing wrong with a little booty tickle. I don't see nothing wrong with a little booty tickle. I don't see nothing wrong with a little booty tickle. I don't see nothing wrong. See, I know just what you want, and I know just what you need, girl. So baby, bring your booty to me. Bring your booty back. I'm not playing around with you. Your booty is what is true. With me is where your booty should be. Girl, you need someone like me, yeah, to finger your backside and give you the need. I don't see nothing wrong with a little booty tickle. I don't see nothing wrong come mess with me. No need to look no more, because we're making our own porn. You'll never get another like me. You'll never fuck another me. You need someone like me, yeah, to finger your backside constantly.
Oh, looks like I got everything ready. Sorry, I always gotta walk in real late, get this setup going. Looks like we're about good. We got some people already here talking in the chat. So, we're about to get set up real quick. By the way, you don't gotta alert. Say what's up to people in the chat. Get the community going, man. Come on now. We got a lot we gotta go over with these response videos. We got a friendly community. They don't bite that hard, at least.
With a little that I don't, but the truth is I do. The truth is I do. And I wish I could say that I'm over, but the truth is I'm under. The truth is I'm under. And I wish I could say that I'm strong, but the truth is I'm broken. The truth is I'm broken. And the truth is, and the truth is, and the truth is, and the truth is. And I wish I could say that I'm better. And the truth is, and the truth is, and the truth is. And I wish I could say that I wish I could say that I don't. But the truth is I don't. The truth is I do. And I wish I could say that I'm over, but the truth is I'm under. The truth is I'm under. And I wish I could say that I'm strong, but the truth is I'm broken. The truth is I'm broken. And the truth is, and the truth is, and the truth is, and the truth is. And I wish I could say that I'm happy, but the truth is I'm crying. The truth is I'm crying. And I wish I could say that I won, but the truth is I'm losing. The truth is I'm losing. And I wish I could say I still trust, but the truth is I'm guarded. The truth is I'm guarded. And the truth is I still feel it. I can't hide it. And the truth is it keeps breaking. Everything I thought was silent. Maybe the hardest part ain't saying what is wrong. Maybe the hardest part is knowing it all along. Maybe I wore a face long enough to believe if I kept saying I'm fine, it would stop hurting me. And the truth is I still feel it. And the truth is I can't fight it. And the truth is I've been sinking, even while I kept on smiling. I still need you, I can't change it. Every answer still comes back the same. And the truth is, and the truth is, and the truth is, I do. Yeah. I ain't got it all worked out, and I don't think I'm supposed to. This is just me. Used to bend myself to keep things smooth. Say let's stay small, just make it through. Play the version people could really see, and lost some parts of what was really me. Wore a face that helped me get along. Held it together, called it being strong. And every year it got a little harder to tell you what was peace and what was armor. Thought by now I'd be a little further, little less tired, little more certain. But maybe growing ain't a clean straight line. Maybe it's truth showing up over time. I am not every wrong turn, not every season that burn. I'm still learning, I'm still deep, still becoming who I can be. This is authentically me, not perfect, just honestly trying to hold on to my peace without pretending it comes easy. I'm still facing the truth, still shedding what I outgrew. And if all I do is stay real through the pressure, that's enough for me. Had to stop expecting people to see the way behind the calm. Some folks only know the version and never says when something's wrong. And I've been working through it slowly, one hard day, one breath, one choice. Trying not to lose myself between survival and a voice. I don't need to be the loudest, I don't need to prove I changed. I just wanna look at who I am, and I feel like I turned away. Getting older to make it clearer, time don't pause so I can't hide. Some things heal and some things stay, and you just learn to carry right. I am not what got broken, not every silence I swallowed. Every lesson, every hit taught me what I won't fake again. This is authentically me, not polished, just finally seen. Trying to stand where my feet are without performing strength for people. Still making it through, still becoming something true. And if all I do is keep showing up real, that's enough.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? In here in the chat, see what's going on with y'all, like, guys. Appreciate you who already started up early. I'm already getting notifications the moment I'm in this bitch. So let me do a favor right now. Let me mute some of this just to make sure it's not some work stuff. Nah, that's not work stuff. That's absolutely notifications from content that I probably would like to watch. But appreciate you all for being here in the building. We got to talk about this thing, right? I had some different content all together for tonight, but then I noticed that when we did last night, we were having a conversation. Both JiDion and Kayla decided they both same time, same night, right when we were doing our review of everything, decided that they want to drop their videos. And I was like, do I really want to talk about this? Is this really going to be about an EDP week? But I don't know what they're about to say. And I kind of want to go through it just to make sure that we get a lot of stuff going through, especially because my second review, I had lots of questions. And if you saw the actual live stream that we did, I had a lot of questions that I asked for you guys. And for those who weren't here, let me go through some of the questions I asked, because I asked quite a bit. And this was the reason that got me really on my second watch of the documentary. So real quick, just for you guys, so we can go through it. And then don't worry about it, because I don't even think I'm going to write these down again for you. And if I do, it'll still be down in the description at the end of the stream. So number one, Did the documentary actually explain why EDP did what he did? That was the first and main point that was supposed to be pointed out. I can say with most certainty, I don't believe that it was, and I challenged you guys to basically rewatch the documentary because it is a fire documentary. And if he did, kind of let me know. So feel free to actually do that, whether it's in the last stream or even in this one. Does loneliness and rejection explain why a minor should be considered acceptable as a sexual partner? I think we pretty much have an answer for that one, right? All right. So we have, if EDP knew that the shit that he was doing was wrong and illegal, by the way, while doing it, what exactly did he feel that he was missing? When he didn't care for the rules at the moment, is that the closest thing that he can actually get to explaining himself? When EDP says he wouldn't have done it, he would have done it if it was legal. This is when Mike asked EDP the question. If EDP would have done it was legal, and he tells you he absolutely would have did that and nothing would have basically stopping him, like, what's your thoughts on that? Is admitting, here's another question, is admitting I did it and I was wrong enough to call that accountability? Another one is, if therapy supposedly uncovered problems that he actually has, right? The deeper reasonings. Why do you think EDP never clearly tells us what those reasonings were? That's an important one. That's a very important one. E the man in the building. I'm gonna get to you guys in the chat in just a moment. Just a moment. I just want to go through these questions real quick. Was porn a result of his intimacy problems? If that is the case, why do you think EDP never clearly tells us? Sorry, I'm already reading the wrong question. Sorry. Let me start it over again. Was porn a result of his intimacy problems, or was it helping him create new problems? Because we already discovered that he turns around and he gets a whole girlfriend. His girlfriend's got a problem with the fact that he watches porn. But he already says that he has a problem getting it up, even if the chick is hot. Even if she a bad bitch, he got a problem getting it up. And porn is a great indicator of that because it desensitizes. Next one. If not being able to get women in the first place was his explanation, then why when he got a girlfriend, the whole shit that he was talking about didn't get resolved? Based on his own words, does EDP seem to want intimacy with women, or does he only view women with the mentality of access, attention, and sexual gratification? Can someone claim accountability while still saying that a minor should share some of the blame? And last question, after everything that we saw, that we've been through, being caught, having 2 incidents under his belt, going through therapy, having a girlfriend, dealing with porn, transitioning to fucking AI, and having the whole age argument because he argues about 18. What exactly has changed when it comes to EDP? What exactly has changed? Can we say that he's done anything better? Can we think that he's done anything worse? What exactly has actually changed? So, with that being said, we have both JiDion, and we have also Kayla, who dropped their videos. I haven't seen it. Kayla's is shorter, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through Kayla's first, and then we'll go through JiDion. Let me make sure I get it properly up here for you guys. I got a lot of goddamn links. This is crazy. The truth. What is it? It's called The Truth About what the hell? What the hell? All right, here we go. Let me cancel this out. Stop, cancel, stop. Here. There we go. Now we got it up here. All right. And actually, what I'm gonna do, I was thinking about putting it on the small screen, but you know what? I think we need to switch this up. Let me go find my views for it. Do I want to do this? Sorry, I got a lot of stuff going on right now. We're gonna. Do I want to do it that way? Do I want to? Nope. I'm gonna do it the other way. Here we're gonna do this. This is why I'm not a professional streamer, people. All right. Let's put this up. So this is Kayla's video. This is Kayla Hopkins. This is the girl, the 15-year-old at the time, for the second incident that EDP dealt with, the one that's got a major part of the documentary. And this is her video. So, appreciate you, Chrissy. Appreciate you just subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you, my girl. Thank you very much.
Hello?
And wait, before we get into that, real quick, I want to thank everybody who's already joined in on the channel. So we already got No Chase that already came into the building. We got Mama that came in the building. Jennifer is also in the building. We saw Either Man that actually popped up as well. A lot of you guys will probably be watching, and then you're going to be coming in this later. Just Becca, of course, is already here in the building. Let's get active.
Hello everyone, it seems like I have caught some people in 4K. It's been a while. I know I haven't posted in a very long time, and with good reason. I'm about to get into all of it right now. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous to make this video. I've been rage baiting people with this video. A lot of people are like, when are you gonna upload? You need to upload. You need to make a response now. What are you doing? And you're right. You are very much so correct. But I am also a full-time law and med student, so I try to focus on that right now. I love YouTube and I will always post on YouTube, but I did not pay thousands of dollars to go to school to not complete my school.
Absolutely.
And to always be late on my assignments. And I'm also very stressed because of them. I stayed up late editing last night and I didn't like the video, so I'm just doing all of this now. I've been doing military breathing exercises because I have been having so much anxiety over this entire situation because it's gotten so messy and it's so big now. It's so mainstream now, which is kind of scary, but it's kind of good because people know, people should know, but it is very scary, especially when you're kind of just doing this by yourself. Like, I have no one really helping me with this or with anything that I'm doing. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying, like, I just hope I'm doing the right things moving forward. I have taken notes about the entire situation. There's nothing here, it's on this side. But yeah, you guys have to make me take notes because this situation has gotten so messy. And yeah, so as to why I haven't posted in a very long time because I was under management for about 2 years and they wanted me to be very promiscuous online. Now, that is just not my character. I have a lot of intellectual power that I want to teach people on the internet, and I wouldn't be taken serious if I were to post promiscuously and lustfully. Also, around that time, I was in a relationship, and out of respect for my partner, I did not want to post that way. So that's one thing. And also, I was gonna post around the World Cup, but then Mexico lost, and like, I'm still saddened by it. I'm still saddened by Mexico losing the World Cup. As many of you know, I was in the documentary that my club made about EDP 445.
Where everybody saw this.
445 situation.
There we go.
Now this, with a 15-year-old girl?
He doesn't care that he keeps on committing crime. I mean, you don't give a fuck how old she is.
I hate talking about EDP 405, like I just want to move on with my life. My experience with my club was great. I was a bit skeptical about him. I have a lot of trust issues within the entertainment industry because being a teenager in it got me taken advantage of a lot by a lot of many different people that are not even online, more so people behind the scenes. And so I was very skeptical. He did give me his word on a Zoom call saying that he wouldn't make me look bad, and he didn't make me look bad. I think he tried to stay very neutral. However, he left a lot of interesting things that I said out of the documentary. Don't know if it was for legality reasons, but yeah, that's what kind of made the documentary not as interesting to me. It was a bit boring in a way when it came down to the whole JiDion Skeeter drama. I think that should have been paid attention.
If you saw the documentary, the one thing I can say for sure, girl, it was not boring. It wasn't. I think that what you wanted to get out of it wasn't necessarily what you thought it was going to be. And it was, you're not, by the way, you weren't the main character. I'm sorry, girl. You weren't the main character. It was about, it's literally called the EDP 445 documentary. But as we're watching this, it's in my mind that we already saw the EDP 444 documentary. We already 445 documentary. We already heard my thought of my review of it. I don't want this to be centered on EDP, but rather we need to really be taken to stock about the conversation that Kayla is having, and then later the conversation that JiDion is having, because this is their perspectives according to the actual documentary. I just want to make that very clear.
Into a little bit more, but then again, Mike Klum was also rushed to make this documentary by many people, so you get what you wish for, you know? As for the fake police report allegations, so this was a while back. Bloodspeth had a stream with JiDion that JiDion deleted for a reason, just gonna say that. And he alleged that I made a fake police report. JiDion did. And so then a little while ago, like a couple of days ago, JiDion hits me up. He's panic texting me, like frantically, like just spam texting me. And he's like, I have undeniable proof that you have a police report, da da da. And I'm like, the whole time I'm like, I'll put screenshots of it in this video, but the whole time I'm like, okay, so can you tell your audience that I didn't make a fake police report? Because people are literally threatening to dox me because they thought that I did make a fake police report. And so I never did a fake police report. I never have lied about anything that's legal, because that could, for one, get me in a lot of trouble, and I'm very aware of that, but also because I've been very honest about the situation this whole time. Believe it or not, I have been. As for the nudes, so this is the part in the documentary that kind of weirded me out, because it was, I believe it was cut out. I recall saying that the idea of having my face like on a decoy's body, I recall saying that that idea was brought up, but it was never fully like gone through with. But they cut that part out, maybe for shock factor. I did say that though. And so I don't know why they cut that out. That was kind of weird. But that's that. I mean, I never sent him anything, and I for sure never asked him for anything. Oh my god, that's like top one abuser line. She asked for it. She was asking for it. Like, fuck you. As for phone calls,
okay,
I do have phone calls, and I'm sorry for fidgeting with this pen. It's because I have notes here. I don't want people to think I'm reading a script. I have just notes of everything that I'm gonna go over.
That's fine. That's fine. I do it all the time.
Notes, okay? I'm just so tired. I want this all to be over with. You have phone calls sitting in the desktop right beside me. Honestly, I've just been lazy to download them. But if it really comes to
gal, taking notes is fine. Let's just say, I'll even say this at this point. Reading a script is fine. It's better than being fucking told that you're fucking doing shit off of ChatGPT. Motherfuckers will go everywhere just to try to downplay you. So I'm happy that you showed a pen in the goddamn book.
down to it, I will post them, you know? Like, if it really comes down to it, I will have to post them. Like, I can post them. And JiDion knows that. I have made him very aware of that. There was a lot of interesting things in the documentary that I also said that were not mentioned, but they were claims that I made, and you could see it like in a slideshow, in a way. And it was regarding FaceDrug and the Illuminati. Those were the ones people were more concerned about. As for FaceDrug, all I'm going to say about him, JiDion brought him to be a part of the sting operation because he lives in San Diego. And I think he realized, like, a while into it, what the situation really was. And I don't know if he wanted to continue to be a part of it or not, but I do know that at some point he kind of just was not involved in it at all. He might have catched on to what was really going on and chose to save himself from the mess. And I wish I could have done that, but I didn't. And yeah, so he was supposed to be involved. You know, JiDion wanted him to be involved, and he wasn't. But they were also going to make a video with him confronting EDP at the scene with FaceDrug. So that's that. As for the Illuminati, that is not something I want to talk about right now. I will talk about it in code, but this is the first and last time I probably will ever talk about it.
In code.
Simply, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It's crazy. Life. I don't want to be put in a predicament. Anyway, so with the Illuminati, after being behind the scenes in this industry for a while, what I can say is that it's not called the Illuminati, but something relatively similar does exist, and it is fucking terrifying, okay? what I think happens, what I think I was almost, I don't want to say a victim of, but what I think I was almost offered is to push an agenda that's very sexual and lustful and go against a country in the Middle East and support a country that's blue and white in the Middle East. And if I didn't do that, my
What the fuck did this have to do with the Middle East? Like, you lost me there. You said Illuminati, and then which is weird. And then you said sexualizing and shit with the Middle East. What the fuck does this have? What the fuck did any of that have to do with the goddamn Middle East? Like, where did that come from? Girl, get your messaging together. Like, indoctrination is real, folks. What the fuck was that about?
sponsors would be taken away, and that was essentially almost like a threat that I got. So I do believe that something similar to the Illuminati exists, and I do think that people such as JiDion, I don't know about Skeeter, maybe Skeeter, but mostly JiDion, Neon, people like that, I think that they are unfortunately far gone into something relatively similar to that. I don't want to get too much into it, but people that are smart will understand what I'm saying. As for the case update now, there is a case update. So the original detective that I had, apparently they switched her out, but the case still remains active. It has not been botched. It is still active after 3 years. I truly don't know what they're working on. I mean, it took 10 years for the FBI to put Epstein in jail, and that was someone that people literally had to, or not even in jail, because we all know he didn't go to jail, but that was something people had to.
They said he died in jail. You're saying he didn't even go to jail. Like, Missy, Illuminati, now you're talking about the Middle East. Now you said you're comparing your situation to Epstein's. Now you're saying Epstein wasn't even in jail. Chat. I'm trying to listen to her, but she's saying some really conspiratorial shit. Like, I gotta be honest. I'm caught on that. She's almost done.
Literally protests over. So just imagine what it will be like for me, you know, fucking 20, 30 years for them to even fucking care about it. Because that's how fucked our justice system in America is. But the case is very much so active. There is a bunch of detectives working on it, a bunch of law enforcement involved within it, and there's nothing that I can really do. I've already done my part. I'm just kind of waiting on them. And moving forward, my channel will not be featuring any updates. I will definitely make a video posting whenever he ends up in jail, and I will send the documentary to the FBI. I hope you all know that. But moving forward, my videos will be relatively more involved in like finance and like relationships. I don't agree with relationship coaches or love coaches. I don't think they should exist, because if we're being very relatable right now, everyone has different needs and expectations out of a relationship. So a person should just kind of blatantly describe a relationship as stupid, or like the right way to do a relationship. That's stupid. Anyways, so yeah, my future videos will be relatively more in finance and like spooky stuff, spooky adventures maybe, but more so like finance and like life advice. Spooky adventures just every once in a while to switch things up, because why not? I mean, people already say I look emo. I don't think I'm emo. Just because I listen to Deftones and Pierce the Veil and like all these cool bands doesn't mean that I'm emo.
Look at your makeup.
Okay, I'm not emo. Okay, I'm sorry.
You highly like the color black too, and dark tones.
Also, my birthday is tomorrow. If you guys want to wish me a happy birthday.
Oh, okay. I don't care that your birthday. First of all, we can't talk about your birthday when we're talking about this entire thing, madam, because that was the entire purpose of how you kind of got into your age. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right. Quick thing about what she just said there, because it was a short video, only about 10 minutes. JiDion's is longer. She didn't really say much. She said she said she's over with the EDP shit. She kind of puts a lot of the blame on JiDion. She didn't mention Skeeter, by the way. She mentioned the Illuminati, which was absolutely wild to me. I hear, you know, Jason. She's talking in code. But that was crazy because even before she mentioned that, she talked about the Middle East. It's like, girl, you're not that important. Like, just be honest with you. But she didn't really give anything of substance that I can really say that we could really decipher. And I'm trying to think about it right now. I mean, chat, you guys let me know. Did she even really defend her point? Like, did she outside of just saying, like, basically Mike Klum didn't really give every single solitary sentence that she gave, and that's the fact that she was bored with it, did she really give anything that said that she disagreed or liked anything in any actual documentary? What exactly did she defend in the documentary? I'm wondering. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm trying to replay it in my mind, what she just said. She kind of went into different areas, but she didn't actually say anything. The only thing she was very concrete on was Mike of the documentary and JiDion. Outside of that, she was kind of just moving around. You said she has to be angry at somebody. I wonder if she is, because I think at this point, I'm not even sure if she's really angry at one, to be honest with you. I'm really not sure if she actually is angry at anyone. Let me do this real quick while it's sitting here on my mind. I should have did this a while ago. Yeah, I'm not really sure if she actually is mad at anyone, to just to keep it a buck with you. Like, so maybe she is, maybe she's not, but do we really know that or not? Like, we can only go on what we actually know here at the moment. Yeah, that's just my looking at it. She is avoiding the main topic. Is she? I think her point in talking about this is not even about the case itself. Because I'm thinking about some of the things that she said in the documentary, and I can't really hold it as being fact because I'm just not going to do that to her. So hopefully JiDion gives us a little bit more context on his side. But like, yeah, she really didn't say anything. You said maybe she's milking this. This is my thought, though, to be honest with you. So you're actually giving the thought that I was just having in my head. So she might just be milking the situation, because when I clicked on her channel, she has basically no content. And again, she says she's a college student. She goes to school. She's focused on hard shit. She's in a relationship, all this different stuff. So the fact that she's doing all this may just be for clout. And I remember somewhere now, I can't remember when in the documentary because I watched it twice, but I'm trying to remember, somebody mentioned that she was basically, I think, trying to do like a music career or whatever like that. So I'm just like, that might be something. Maybe you're right in that aspect. Zoomer, maybe this is just clout for the music career type of thing. I don't know how far it goes. Even EDP himself said that basically she's a lying, conniving bitch or some shit like that. But then again, I mean, you really gonna trust the words of a pedophile? Like, come on. Like, we gotta keep that one out there too. So I wonder. I'm thinking about it. But I'm not really too sure. So we got JiDion as well, who also has his. I don't want to belabor too much of the point. Let's get into this, and we'll find out what he has to say. And this is his stream. Oh, by the way, folks, just in case you guys are wondering, both her link and JiDion's link to their personal videos, their own videos, will be in the description box. Got to make sure I say shit like that. People don't be listening to me for some reason because none of y'all want to fucking look at the description. Like, I get it. Anyway, here we go.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? So I want to address some claims that have been going on for a while, and I also want to address some claims that were made specifically from Kayla in the new Mike Klum documentary about EDP, and I want to give context and clear up things, but in no way do I want any hate to be sent towards Kayla. Even though there are lies being said about me, I wish nothing but the best for her, and I ask that none of you guys send any hate to her whatsoever at all. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
I feel like I was a victim of EDP, but mainly a victim of JiDion. They collectively never once told me to go straight to law enforcement. I feel like I am a victim of JiDion because he encouraged me to keep talking to a pedophile.
So, if you saw my response video, the last stream I did, I pretty much already called that out. That's not true. But JiDion, if JiDion is smart, he would have caught on to that too.
They also instructed me to keep messaging EDP, which was incredibly draining. Yes, JiDion was encouraging me to continue messaging him. I wasn't allowed to report anything to the cops until the day of the sting. I just think that he should have told me to block EDP, but he didn't. JiDion on a phone call even told me not to report anything to the police because a private case was being built up behind the scenes. JiDion is a very selfish, greedy, and a scam artist type of person. Now, me personally, am I an opportunist? Yes, I am. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So the claims are that I facilitated a predator to come inside of my Discord channel, which allowed Kayla to be groomed. The other claims is that I forced and pressured her into keep on being in contact with EDP. And the third claim is that I forced and demanded that she not go to the police, even though that she was talking to EDP. So we're going to knock them all out, and I'm going to address everything. So first, let's address the claim that EDP met Kayla from my Discord channel. She was a minor at the time, but now she is 19 years old. So let's address that.
Kayla Hoskins is the victim being referenced in the sting operation, and she's not a decoy. Like Skeeter said, this one is for real. But how did she meet EDP 445? Well, she was a huge fan of JiDion, and she was in his Discord server. EDP, after being invited by JiDion to his public server full of children, noticed her profile, found her Instagram connected to it, and messaged her.
Now, the reason why people believe that EDP met her through my Discord is because I was under the impression that's how it happened, and I'm the one who put out the statement that EDP found her through my Discord. When EDP joined my Discord, when he was about to do the interview with us, he didn't join, but he found a girl in my Discord, right? And in her Discord, she has her Instagram. So EDP, being the Resla that he is, he slides into her DMs and he initiates contact with her. The reason why I gladly took the blame for EDP meeting her through my Discord, because at the time, I truly believe that's how he found her, and I wanted to take accountability for my role in this occurring. But as it turns out, Kayla herself in the documentary stated that she had already been messaging EDP before I had even ever added him in my own Discord.
My name is Kayla Hoskins, and in June 2023, I received an Instagram DM from EDP445, otherwise known as Bryant. I first replied to EDP because I always reply to anyone who messages me, and I didn't know who he was, but I freaked out because he told me he was, and sooner rather than later he started sending very flirtatious messages. A while later, JiDion added EDP into his Discord filled with kids for a Q&A. And then when I told people like in the server that EDP texted me, JiDion quickly knew about it because his manager told him.
So EDP was added into my Discord server to do an interview on June 21st. And he was banned that same exact day because he never came up to actually do the interview because he wanted to get paid last minute. And even though I had 70,000 people in my live stream, I'm not going to pay a pedophile to interview him. Either he wants to interview or he doesn't. So I was not about to pay that man.
All right, my nigga. So here's the deal. We ain't doing no goddamn interview until I'm fucking compensated, my nigga. You feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck, you know?
Sounds right.
I deserve to be compensated for my motherfucking time, for my efforts. You feel me?
His effort
And
is
also,
crazy.
here's the message log of all the things that he said in my Discord. And I know it's a lot of stuff, but yeah, so that's all he said in my Discord. And he was promptly banned that same exact day. Now, on June 23rd, that is the day that Kayla at least went public in my Discord server, telling people in the Discord that EDP was talking to her.
Okay.
She was saying, hey, is this the real EDP account? Because if it is, he just messaged me. Now, I know you guys are saying, JiDion, that says deleted user. How do you know that that's her? Well, we did a lot of digging through the Discord server, and this is some evidence to show that it's her because we have old screenshots and everything. But to fully show you that this deleted user is her, she...
Mama, come on. Really? I think you watch enough and true crime and everything else to know better. Like, seriously? You believe that you know everything? I'm pretty sure you probably got children. Do you know, like, you believe that you know everything that's going on with your children? To the point where people used to have a segment called, do you know where your children are? Because people don't know what the fuck's going on with their children. Do you think your children tell you everything? Come on now. Most parents are not hip to what the fuck their kids are into. How is that a thing? Not to mention, we're in the age of catfishing and everything. Really now? Think about the question that you asked. It's not like this something that happened like in the 90s. We're in 2026. This is something that when it finally unraveled around 2023. 3 years ago. Come on, think about the question real quick. The times ain't changed that much, and catfishing is still on the rise. I'm just saying, like people are still at their people are still doing their bullshit. Where was I? Here we go. Like, so it's all possible, and way since when nobody talks about, kids don't talk about what the hell they're talking about and the shit that they're into when it comes to their parents. So the idea that parents would know exactly what their kids are into is wild, especially because parents are some of the main enablers that put these very technologies in their kids' hands to be able to have that done. And the parents, here's the truth of the matter, parents get their kids things all the time and don't know what the fuck their kids are really playing. Did you guys know that you can get porn on Roblox? Minecraft? Like, did you know that was a thing? But I guarantee you, Kim Kardashian experienced it. Like, come on.
She actually posted a photo of her ID photo on the Discord server saying how much she hated her photo. So yeah, this is for sure her. Keep in mind, she's the only one who alleges that EDP hit her up from my Discord server. Nobody else has ever came out saying that EDP hit them up from my Discord server. So out of the 130,000 people, she was the only one. And she goes public with it 2 days later after we did the interview with EDP. And she's telling the Discord that EDP's talking with her. So one of the members in my Discord said, send a screenshot. And for some reason, Kayla says, I'll send one real zoomed in for you. And she zooms it in only on the sup that he said. And to show that this really is him, when she showed us the messages, as you guys can see, EDP said sup. Now, I am going to be real. I do not 100% know if anything was said before that sup. I am going to go off of her word. She says that EDP hit her up first, but I do find it a little weird that she zoomed in on that sup when someone asked for a screenshot. Now, when she first went public in my Discord server about talking to EDP, random members in my server were telling her to block him, telling her to get away, report him, and just telling her to just stop being in contact with him because he's a predator. And every time somebody would tell her something about stop communicating with him, she never replied to those comments. She also made these posts in the Discord asking users if she should troll him. And then she also puts in there, should I be a decoy? Should I do a catch a predator? Nobody replied to that message.
So she's already on her own, of her own volition, talking to other people within this damn Discord, talking about, should I be a catch a predator? This is at the time. JiDion doesn't really know. She's having conversation with other people in Discord. She's talking to other people in Discord while talking to EDP and asking, should I become catcher predator because this man's talking to me? I know who this man is, by the way. Should I be bait? She's joking. Should I ask him for a cupcake? She knows who he is. Seriously? Okay. That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing.
Now, keep in mind, all these messages that she had posted in my Discord were nearly 2 weeks before I even knew about the situation.
When I told people like in the server that EDP texted me, JiDion quickly knew about it because his manager told him.
And also, I have no idea how long they were talking previous to when she put these messages in my Discord server. I just can't confirm that. Now, fast forward on June 28th, so this is 5 days after she first went public in my Discord server saying that she was talking to EDP. She was telling users in my public VC of a Discord of 130,000 people that she was talking to EDP. And this is what the users in that VC told her when she was telling them that she was talking to a predator and that she's underage.
In the text messages, did you state your age?
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
good.
clearly and multiple times?
Yeah.
And he like, yeah, I mean, that's straight up
It's
wild.
insane.
You can just send this
He
shit to
keeps
the FBI
asking
tip
me-
line if you want.
And again, after all...
Hey, yo, Jen, them's your receipts. You said that this man is no different from EDP because even in the documentary that he couldn't wait to get his hands on this story. Why wouldn't he if he's going to be a part of it? But then you turned around and said, hey, where's JiDion's messages? Here's one of them. Here's one of them. This is his Discord. And we're talking about something that happened almost 5 years in span. So for this one, it's about 3 years in spans. He's keeping Discord messages. This is his receipts, Jen. I got a feeling JiDion has more. I got a feeling. But this so far, Jen, did you not hear there's a whole Discord call with a whole bunch of different people? We'll go back and take a quick look at that. There's a whole bunch of people. She admits that she's been talking to this man and she said what her name is. This is JiDion's receipts.
State your age.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
good.
clearly and multiple times?
Yeah.
And he like, yeah, I mean, that's straight up
It's
wild.
insane.
You can just send this
He
shit to
keeps
the FBI
asking
tip
me-
line if you want.
And again, after all of these people told her that she should stop talking with him and go to law enforcement, she just never responded to them.
I mean, what are you gonna do from here? You're gonna like call the police? I guess.
Yeah, but I
Should.
guess I'm trying to get more evidence though, and then I need to get like, I don't know.
Now, fast forward to when
What?
I found out about this whole situation. When I first got on the call with her, I let her know I didn't feel comfortable with her talking with a predator, with her being underage. So I came up with some clever ideas to where we could switch off and I could take over communication and she wouldn't have to. Here's one of those examples that I gave her. Maybe we could say something like, hey, my parents switched providers and I couldn't get my number, so this is my new one. And then it'd be a number that we could text through. And granted, in that call,
Jen, that's a receipt. Now, I don't want this to be about a JiDion versus Kayla, but I want to go over so what she said, which wasn't a lot really in her response, but she did say she felt like she was more of a victim of JiDion, and JiDion's giving receipts not only through Discord messages with other people, but also Discord messages now that he's having with her. I mean, this was something that I pointed out in the brief things that happened in the documentary. So now we're getting stuff that's not even in the documentary because that wasn't in the documentary. I don't think she's much of a snowflake as we think that she is. And we're only this is almost a 30-minute video. We're not even 10 minutes yet. I got a feeling he's got more.
Paul, she did agree that that was a good idea, but she never gave over the communication to me nor Skeeter. Now, I really don't know why she never really wanted to give us over either the information for us to continue talking to him, or even just saying that her number was messed up so we could talk to him on a different number. But when going through her messages in my Discord, I did find this thread of her, and I'm gonna just let you guys hear it. So someone in my Discord rudely tells her that you taking credit for clout chasing a predator. She replies and said, no, I meant like, I'm not gonna go to trial after trial to not get credited. He's literally going to jail because of me.
This is weird. I mean, now I'm looking at the documentary, right? She said it herself. She's opportunistic. She even said it within her own video. Yeah, she admitted that she's opportunistic. And this is her years later. JiDion's pulling out receipts. It's interesting. Now, I don't like this. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you the sole solitary reason why I don't like this. Because it makes EDP's case that this bitch was planning everything and she was absolutely agreeing with all that bullshit. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Because now it seems like he was a target. We which want to say that he ain't shit, and he isn't shit, by the way. But like, we want to say like it's his fault 100%. She was a victim. She was targeted. She was basically being manipulated on both sides. She was basically a confidential informant. She had to deal with this motherfucker at the same time. She was being used by Skeeter and JiDion. And what she said in her video versus the three little things that he's put up so far is like, God damn it. And I got a feeling there's gonna be more. I don't know. But knowing JiDion, how he's been, like he's not. This is why I'm a little pissed at JiDion for not doing his due diligence, right? For the EDP shit, because he's not one for slacking. When he has receipts, he has receipts. So if the JiDion who I'm thinking about, he's gonna have a lot of receipts.
I'm saving these streets. Stop. Also, she responded to somebody who rudely told her that all she wanted was clout. And she said, if another YouTuber is going to make clout off of my situation, so am I. TF, that's wrong to take full credit off of something. You're just too young to realize it. And I know it's deleted user on deleted user. So I'm going to show you guys that at least this one is specifically hers. Somebody that lives in a different time zone as her, but as you guys can see, it's still 08 on the same day. They said, Kayla Hoskins, today at 8:08 p.m. If another YouTuber is going to make clout off of my situation, so am I. TF. So that's just to show that this was 100% her saying this. And the crazy thing is this isn't about a clout situation, because it's really a tragic one. This man was talking to who he knew to be a 15-year-old girl, and he continued having sexual conversation, which is absolutely horrible. And EDP should be thrown under the jail cell. And in my first call with her, after I checked up on her to make sure that she was okay, I even let her know that I wanted her to be a ghost in this entire situation. And don't worry about your privacy and everything, Kayla. You're gonna be a ghost in all of this. The only people that I wanted to know that she was personally involved in this and that she had been talking to him is her parents, which I also told them.
Sure, you're aware of everything that's happening.
Yes, my daughter always communicates to me. She is, I think she considers me her best friend.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
he's not using her. He got parental consent. Holy shit. So at the end of the EDP documentary, I was wondering to myself, like, this 15-year-old girl at the time is being used by simply three men. You got EDP on one side, and you got JiDion and Skeeter G on the other side using her. And then only at the very end of the documentary where they basically mention the mother. But here he is in his own video with receipts talking to the mom. So the mom was, That's parental consent. That's parental consent. Oh, I need to know if there's more. I need to know it's more. Well, let's go.
Law enforcement. I didn't want anybody else and nor the world to know that this minor was talking to EDP. That's why me and Skeeter wanted to take over communication. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we should I'll be like, yo, could you give us your information? We'll give it right back to you. You could change it. We just don't feel comfortable with conducting the investigation with an actual 15-year-old talking to him.
Talking to cops.
Yeah, basically. Or if she can get him to, text her, and we can set up, a text now account.
And well, yeah, just set up a new one, yeah. And even though I wasn't doing preg catching back then, I even knew that cases like this could take a while. So we had actually made a pact that we weren't going to go public with anything about the EDP case until EDP was arrested. Now I know what you guys are thinking. JiDion, literally in a cupcake costume confronting EDP, and you posted that on your Instagram. So how could you not want anybody to know about it? Only reason why I posted that is because on August 27th, Kayla had texted me saying that the detectives told her that it was okay for her to post a video to talk about the situation, which...
Pause. Hold up. I'm not going to say there's any cops in the building, right? Hold up. But as someone who's worked alongside law enforcement, why would the cops call a minor and say that it's okay to do such a thing? Hear what he just said. Why would that be a thing? That they would call her and then tell her that it's okay. What? That's sketchy as fuck. Make sure I hear that properly again.
Because on August 27th, Kayla had texted me saying that the detectives told her that it was okay for her to post a video to talk about the situation.
Why? Why would detectives do that? That's highly unprofessional. That I don't see that happening. Personally, me speaking, I just don't see that happening. Why would the cops call? And that, by the way, that means that her fucking mother must know about that. Like, why would they call a teenage girl and then say it's okay for you to post about you being harassed or you being targeted by a sexual predator and it's okay for you to put that shit online? Like, I'm thinking,
wait, what?
How does that a thing? And if they haven't caught him yet, this is not a post catching him conversation. This is prior to apparently him in the cupcake costume, whatever. Why would the cops fuck up a situation and tell them it's okay to post when they don't have the fucking perpetrator? Like, why? It's not making sense to me. I'm not a cop, but I've also done investigative work. There's no way in hell, the way how I'm trained, I would ever say that. That's weird. Let's continue.
Which, looking back on now, I know is pretty weird, and I personally highly doubt that a detective would tell a minor to come out and...
What did I just say? What did I just say? Come on. Oh my, yo, I feel triggered. Never mind. That's crazy.
Make a YouTube video about a situation with a predator. But nonetheless, Kayla went public first about this entire situation, not only going public with it, but also dropping the chat logs as well.
Hello, my name is Kayla and I am unfortunately EDP's victim. I am 16, I'm turning 17, and the EDP first started talking to me when I was 15. He messaged me first and I told him my age and he didn't block me.
So that is the only reason why me and Skeeter went public with it afterwards, because Everybody already knew that we were involved in the situation, so we let them know, hey, this is what happened. But the plan from the beginning was to make sure that this all goes through and that EDP was arrested. Then we were going to post about it. And to prove that to you guys, here's an IG live that I did the day that we caught EDP that somebody screen recorded, where we didn't let anybody know who we caught. All we said was that we caught somebody big. Y'all know what we do. We would tell you guys who we just caught, but legally we can't. But
It's big.
it's big. The person that we're talking about, he talked to a real underage person, but we can't say who he is. But you guys will find out very, very, very soon.
Maybe in a couple years.
Possibly a couple years. Like, that's how bad this is. But again, I want it to be known that I don't want any hate to be sent towards Kayla at all. She is a young woman, and genuinely, I would want her to move past this, man. You know, that's why I didn't want her name to be out there or her name to be associated with this, because, bro, nobody wants to be known as the person who got groomed by EDP. About a year ago, she dropped a video titled "What JiDion Did Will Shock You." And this is what she had to say.
When I realized something was wrong, I spoke to a moderator in JiDion's Discord server, who happened to be someone I was kind of besties with at the time. But for her own privacy and safety, I won't say her name. I explained the situation, and soon everyone in the voice call started asking questions. Someone told Insight about what happened, and he ended up joining the voice call as well, and asked me if I wanted to be bait.
So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. When she made this video, it was already 2 years removed from the whole situation. So maybe she forgot how that conversation really went. But do you guys remember that VC call that I had showed you guys earlier, where it was a bunch of people? That's the VC call that she's alluding to. And in that VC call, it was actually Kayla's idea to where she wanted to be the bait. And the people in the VC were coming up with ideas to get EDP to come out in person.
Really?
And then Kayla decided to give herself up as tribute. I'll play the clip.
Oh my God.
Do like the first meeting and then they not approach him.
Right.
In public?
Like in public,
and then get his
yeah.
confidence. And then like lure, and then like get him and trap
Lure him to a hotel,
Right.
yeah.
Real.
So that would be like
You
God
still
tier
have
if
to
that
get
could
a
be set
little.
up.
You still have to get a
listen,
little-
I
listen,
mean,
Insight.
to be honest, I don't mind doing it, and I don't think my parents would mind.
And you'll see here how
parents
not
wouldn't
only the
mind?
members in the VC call shut that down completely, but also the mod that she says offered her the role of being bait also shut it down.
Inside, I have an
I
idea.
don't know.
Regardless of
I
how
don't
you
know.
feel,
It would be
there.
real. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
really a risk. Like high key.
crazy.
Yeah.
Do
Steven.
not do that under any circumstances.
Okay,
Wait,
listen.
what?
Because you're
I had a.
Yeah, you
I had
shouldn't
a-
actually physically be there.
I'm
Yeah.
taller
Yeah,
than
you would be
Yeah.
subjecting.
I
Technically, they
Especially
would be
since he talks
subjecting
about
you to
weapons.
a pedophile.
So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she's just misremembering it because it was a long time removed.
You know what? Quick W to those mods in the VC. That's it's crazy work. Like, cause you have the other people sitting there kind of coaxing her on, and the mods are just like, nah, nope, nah, nope, no, bad idea, absolutely wrong. Like, no, don't do it. Like, so shout out to them. Like, somebody had to be the voice of reasoning.
The benefit of the doubt and say that she's just misremembering it because it was a long time removed. And I don't think she meant any ill will or maliciously lied like that. But yes, this is the evidence. I just want to put that out there to clear the air, especially for my former mod Inside. And sadly, but also weirdly, this was not the only time that Kayla was trying to be an IRL decoy to meet EDP in person. Since she never gave us the logins nor let us do the plan that we had of switching out the communication, I instead thought of the idea of getting an adult decoy. So that way when EDP came to meet, we could have an adult decoy there. Now, I had asked her to send me some photos of her, and she sent me these photos right here. With these photos, we found an actress that looks fairly similar to her. So I just find it weird that she's saying that we were forcing her to keep on talking to EDP when we're jumping through all these different hoops. I mean, if we can find an actress that looks just like her, then why wouldn't we just take over the communication? It just, to me personally, It doesn't make any sense, but again, she might just be misremembering things, so I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Now, I had sent her a photo of the of-age decoy that we would be using, and she sent me this really weird message. I'm gonna read that message for you real quick, and keep in mind, to my knowledge at least, this is the second time she's asked to meet EDP445 in person. Let me read you what she said. She said,
Jen, I need to see your 4 to 5 pages because this man's pulling out some tough receipts right now. I don't wonder what the fuck he's about to say now.
quick question. I was wondering why you need a decoy to lure EDP, because hear me out. If he sees it, he's gonna leave. Meaning if he sees the decoy, he's gonna leave. And if it's actually me, I could get him to do devious things on camera that he won't be able to deny in court, you know? What? And since I'm really turning 16 on that day, wouldn't it make it more real? Like, I could get him to spill the beans because I feel like he'll try to trick the decoy. And I let her know cops aren't gonna allow you anywhere near that. I really didn't even know how to respond to that.
He's already talking to cops about this whole thing. If this was something in the cops' hands, the cops would tell you, fuck no. If I'm doing it, listen, there's no way I would. This is the reason why you have like witness protection and shit like that. Like, you're not going to put someone else in that kind of danger. And I'm thinking about the documentary, right? Where the motherfucker does the voice call and says, nah, basically gotta go murk a motherfucker because you guys walked up to me. Like, he knew instantly that it was her. Come, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Now, sadly, I couldn't control nor stop her from communicating with EDP445, and that was already worse enough that she was even in communication / talking with him. But I was gonna make sure one thing I could control is that she was never going to be anywhere near the vicinity of EDP445. Right. And this is why I'm giving her this strong benefit of the doubt, because, bro, if I had to remember things 3 years ago, I would misremember too.
However, rather than treating the situation seriously, JiDion saw it as content.
Now, it really does suck that Kayla sees it as all I saw was content. And truly, I mean, I didn't just see it as content.
That's not the way it looked. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like you and Skeeter looked at it as content. Not for nothing. This is the reason why Alex Rosen fucked up. As someone who was more experienced at prank catching, he dropped the ball because he didn't do things right. And I think he did it for content because he realized this was another big content creator. Just going to keep that out there. That's my opinion on it. You, at the time when you were doing this, you weren't even into prank catching at the moment. So you were getting your baby legs together. You know what I mean? But then you got with the light-skinned fucking wannabe Chris Hansen. The nigga that was in the fucking bunny costume. I'm not gonna get that out of my mind now that you had the fucking rabbit costume on, nigga. And then you dressed up in a cupcake outfit, and then you approach this man, and he gave you nothing. Because why? He had already been caught before. Like, why would he talk to you? You didn't do your due diligence. And you should have thought about that. Like,
saw it as a monster actually talking to a minor who's a fan of me. So I wanted to do everything in my power to get that man arrested, and I want her to stop being subjected to that monster, which is why I told her to block him.
I told JiDion every single time that EDP would send me dick pics, but he would never tell me to like block him or anything.
I want you to block him on your phone, right?
And I continued messaging him because it was very like encouraged for me to keep doing it. I didn't really want to, but I didn't want to disappoint anybody.
I mean, what are you gonna do from here? You're gonna like call the police, I guess.
And that is the entire reason why I want to seamlessly transition so that we could take over the communication, because we would do a way better job. And not only that, but a minor would not be talking to a predator anymore. And I don't want to put words in her mouth, so I'm going to let her speak for herself. But I think the reason why she didn't let us just take over and let her be a ghost is because of what she said right here.
Now, me personally, am I an opportunist? Yes, I am. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're not harming anybody. And I don't think I was harming anybody. And especially when you're my age, if you're 16, people are going to think that you're young and dumb. So you kind of have to be an opportunist. You have to make your own opportunities. You cannot be waiting for them. But this entire situation was not that at all.
Now, I do want to give an update. So, Kayla...
How was that not? Like, how is that not you making your own opportunity? You're an opportunist. You said it yourself. I can't remember where it was in the documentary, but somebody was talking about music career. I think it was Skeeter that might have said it. You said it yourself that you're opportunist. You said you don't like what? Like, I'm gonna go back just to make sure I hear it properly. Like,
harming anybody. And especially when you're my age, if you're 16, people are going to think that you're young and dumb.
Right.
So you kind of have to be an opportunist. You have to make your own opportunities. You cannot be waiting for them. But
you can't be waiting for them. If there's no door, you need to kick a wall down to make a door of your own. That's basically what I just got there. If there's no door, make one. You need to be an opportunist. You need to be highly opportunistic. And by the way, not mad at the hustle. Not mad at the hustle. Mad at the strategy. Because you say you don't want to hurt anybody, but you're saying, I'm going to go after this guy. So technically you're hurting someone. And then to turn around and say in the very same documentary, I'm more mad at JiDion than I am EDP. Some wires are being... Let's keep going.
So, Kayla gave me case numbers and detective numbers to call. I called the detective number and it was disconnected. And took me like till 3 years later to finally find out what police station she went to and everything. And she really doesn't have all the updates and everything. But luckily, since I deal with police so much, I kind of figured it out and figured out where to look. And I can confirm that there is a case number associated with the account, meaning that there wasn't a report made. And also, not only was there a report made, but I confirmed with the police station that this case is currently with the FBI. Now, granted, even though it's with the FBI, I don't know if they're still actively investigating it, and I don't know if they'll do anything with all of this, me personally. So while we can all hope and pray that this situation wasn't for nothing, because, I mean, at the end of the day, she was still groomed, she is still a victim, and EDP needs to be arrested, I don't know if the FBI is going to do anything with the information. Hopefully, with the popularity of the documentary, plus his admission, hopefully something happens. We'll just have to wait and see. And even in my first conversation with her, I let her know that for this one, we're going to have to get law enforcement involved because we want this to be done away with. We want him to actually be gone.
I'm not gonna lie, for this one, I feel like we do need to try to get some law enforcement to so this could be the end of this, you know?
So I told her to go to law enforcement. My Discord and my mod told her to go to law enforcement.
Okay.
And the people just in my Discord, when she first told everybody that EDP was talking to her, they also told her to go to law enforcement and report this. But I can say it is reported, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
I feel like I was a victim of EDP, but I think I was mainly a victim. This is gonna sound crazy, but mainly a victim of JiDion in a way.
There you go.
I feel like for a long time I was his little puppet.
I'm not gonna lie, this part of the documentary actually hurt my feelings the most because, you know, she's pretty much saying that I victimized her more than an actual pedophile. I'm not here to fight what she said. You know, if she truly feels like that, then that's how she feels. I know what I did, though. I know I tried to take over communication. I know I told her to go to the police. I know my Discord told her to go to police. And I know we didn't want her to keep on talking to him. Also, she's been threatening to sue me a lot lately. Like in her video that she made about me recently, she threatened that I would be inside of a lawsuit.
I mean, at this point, what does JiDion even pay you for? Especially you inside. I can't wait to see you all inside a lawsuit next.
And somebody in her comment section said, hey, why are you going to sue JiDion but not EDP? And she replied with, EDP doesn't have any money. Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
I really don't know what else to say about that, man. You know, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. She also made the claim that she photoshopped.
She pocket watch, folks. She pocket watch. I don't even know what to say about that one. Like, that's at least she kept it 100. She kept it 100. I mean, then EDP don't have no money. He don't. In fact, we saw it. He's negative. He's in the hole. So she pocket watched like a motherfucker.
Chopped the photo of her on somebody and sent EDP a nude when I specifically told her to never send him anything explicit.
No, I did not send EDP any pictures of me that were nude. What did happen when he asked me for them was that JiDion got like a lookalike of me, and I kind of photoshopped her face into Google pictures.
And a year before she did the documentary, so this is her first video coming out about her being the victim of EDP, she states in there that she did send him a nude, but it wasn't her, and that she just got it off of Google because she's quote unquote big-brained.
And he even asked for nudes, which the nudes that I sent him weren't mine. They were from Google because, you know, it's big brains, you know?
And the reason why this is making me so frustrated is because I told her multiple times to never say or send anything explicit to him if she was going to continue talking to him. Luckily, I was on the phone with her the other day and I recorded the conversation and I got her acknowledging that fact. I'm gonna roll the clip. Did you?
Jen, write this in your page 5 or whatever. Jen, this man said he got her word for word. I need to hear this. Get your pen ready.
Recorded the conversation and I got her acknowledging that fact. I'm gonna roll the clip. Did you take the picture of yourself or did you go on Google?
No. I did not send anything to anyone.
So you never sent him anything
Absolutely
sexual?
not. I think, I will say this, you even told me not to do that because the idea was for him to like, so he kept asking, you know, so we were trying to figure out something.
I told you to never send him anything sexual, correct?
Yes.
And so we went back in the archives of my Discord to see things that she sent to show people that, you know, she was talking to EDP. And before we were even aware of the situation, I saw this one screenshot where on her Instagram, she sent him a photo and obviously it was in disappear mode. So you can't tell what she sent to him, but you could tell by his reply that it was something. And I mean, oh my gosh, man, the fact that she could have potentially been sending that stuff to him before we got involved is very, very, very disturbing. It's disturbing if she sent anything to him regardless. So Kayla just dropped a new video and I just want to give her a huge shout out because she again admits that I told her not to send anything explicit to EDP.
As for the nudes, so this is the part in the documentary that kind of weirded me out because it was, I believe it was cut out. I recall saying that the idea of having my face like on a decoy's body, I recall saying that that idea was brought up, but it was never fully like gone through with. But they cut that part out, maybe for shock factor. I did say that though. And so I don't know why they cut that out. That was kind of weird. But that's that. I mean, I never sent him anything. And he even asked for nudes, which the nudes that I sent him weren't mine. They were from Google because, you know, it's big brains, you know?
She also made some other claims as well. She kept on saying that I'm in like the Illuminati.
As for the Illuminati, that is not something I want to talk about right now.
Wild.
I will talk about it in code, but this is the first and last time I probably will ever talk about it because simply I don't want to die. I do kind of fear for my life.
So first, to address the Illuminati claim, first, I don't think the Illuminati is going to be adding in a YouTuber that goes out and arrests child predators. And then second, I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. And then third, to my knowledge, the Illuminati is a whole group of Satanists, right? And what's funny about that is, I don't know if Kayla still is or not, but she used to be, or she might still be, a Satanist. She had it in her profile right there. So, like, I don't understand why she keeps on saying I'm in the Illuminati when she herself is an admitted Satanist. But no, it's Christ gang all day over here, man. But yeah, this is the end of the video, man. Please, nobody send her any hate at all. I think we just all want to move past this situation. And I'm going to be posting my reaction to the EDP video, the documentary. Everybody's like, oh, he's scared to react to it. No, I'm not scared to react to it. I've just been so busy, bro. We've caught 2 preds so far this week alone, and we got more to go. And today, I've been busy. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Kayla, man. I wish her nothing but the best. She is not only a med student, but she's also a law student at the same time while doing her music career. She's doing it all, man. So a huge shout out to her. And there is a police report. I don't know if they're going to do anything with it or not. I don't know. Only Kayla can get the updates from the FBI. So that's on her. I'm not going to have any more contact with her or anything. I'm not talking about the situation ever again unless EDP gets arrested, then I'll make an update.
Yeah, I was about to say you about to do it again, especially if EDP gets fucking arrested. I was like, you're lying. So we've seen both Kayla's video. Didn't give a whole lot, right? By the way, but we also saw JiDion's video. I asked a question at the beginning of the stream. Let me make sure I can go back so I can actually see what the question was. Just to make sure I can recall what it was. The question was, at what point should a creator step back and let law enforcement handle it? That's going to be my question to you guys right now. At what point should that take place? We heard a lot when it came to what she did, what he did, what Skeeter even did. This is mainly a JiDion and Kayla thing. But we also heard that law enforcement was involved. We also heard that parents were involved. At what point should creators step back and let law enforcement just do their motherfucking job? Or minor decoy? Like I question that. You see, there's a lot that goes on into this, and as I'm sitting here thinking about it, right, there were 2 videos. Kayla's video pretty much is stating that she is dealing with pressure, she has anxiety, that she's feeling overwhelmed. What the situation was. She says she doesn't really want to talk about EDP. She's nervous, stressed, all the other stuff. While JiDion's, and then she kind of blames JiDion. While JiDion's video pretty much starts as a defense. And quite frankly, it does need to be a defense on his part for a lot of different reasons. So he says he wants to address the claims that are being made against him. He wants to give context. He wants to clear things up. And he basically wants to tell us, the audience, not to shit on Kayla. Thought I should make that point because he did say that a couple of times. These are not the same kind of videos. One feels to me personal, and the other one feels to me defensive. So I'm trying to judge these each at a time and not try to put them together. Now, for those who were here, you guys saw both the videos. Do y'all think that it is fair to compare these 2 videos the same way? Or are they coming from 2 different places? That's my first question to you guys. You said, so Zoomer, you said this twice now. JiDion will do this again. And And he absolutely will, because he doesn't really have anything else going on. So he's absolutely going to do this again. Chaser, you said these kids what? You said, so these kids. I should have all messed up now. Hold up. Give me a moment. Because I'm having a problem seeing stuff. Why? All right. And move this over so you can see it. So these kids keep getting into the getting their self into the mess. Yeah, absolutely. No. Of course they are. In this case like this, it should be done right away. Bring the police right away. Well, here's the thing about that, right? The police were brought in. The police were involved. The question is, at what point should the creators step all the way the fuck back and let the police do their job? Because apparently the police allowed them to continue. Yeah, the police were involved, but the police allowed them to continue. Why didn't first of all, there's a lot of potato tossing. Let me put it that way, because according to JiDion, he asked Kayla repeatedly to get the information from her. He even suggested twice that they have tactics to use to be able to hand things off to them so that they would be the ones as adults talking to EDP. According to him, and even according to not only the messages on Discord, but also in the VC, she offered herself up. She's Katniss Evergreen, folks. She offered herself up as tribute. That's what she did. And by the way, shout out to him for actually having that information. So that means she offered herself up as tribute. People was like, I don't think you should do that. He himself says basically that's not a thing that you should be doing. She offered herself, whether it was in the VC or the messages that she had sent. And then himself voiced saying it. Having a conversation with the cops. So I'm hearing her not wanting to give up the information because she want to be the fucking star. Him saying you should give up the information because I don't really want you to be part of it. Her being in a VC with other people, plenty of other people, by the way, saying, no, I think I should just do this. Her saying in a message saying, should I try to be a prank catcher? And then the cops fucking up because JiDion is reaching out to the cops, but the cops are saying, give us the information that you got, and then we'll take over from there. But it's a bad chain. The cops, even if they wanted information, which we don't know if they wanted it, by the way, can't get the information from JiDion because JiDion can't get the information from Kayla because Kayla wants to be the star. I hate the way that this is all framing up, but this is the way that I see it. And by the way, let me know if I'm seeing it wrong. Feel free to, we all watched it together. We saw the documentary. We just saw her video. We saw JiDion's video. Let me know if there's something that I'm missing there. Oh, what's going on, Crab? Let me know. Let me know if there's something I'm missing in there, guys. In fact, you know what? Jennifer, I think you're going to get your wish. I think you're going to get your wish. I think this is something that we may need to really have a conversation about. I think you're going to get your wish, Jen. I'm going to do this right now. I'm gonna set this up right fucking now. Because I think this is something that we need to have a conversation about. I'm not even lying with you. I think this is very important. And I want to get you guys' perspectives. I know a lot of you can't really banter on chat as that. And I know Jen said she got notes for days. So I kind of want to know now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a stream. Yes, folks, I'm gonna do StreamYard. And since I've been really kind of like off of anything else, what I'm gonna do is what time is it now? It is we're almost at 9:30, right? So I'm gonna schedule it. I'm gonna schedule it for damn, I need a fucking thumbnail. God damn it. You're gonna use the same thumbnail. I'm gonna name it a post stream JiDion / Kayla EDP documentary. Let's do this real quick. Oh, you're good. You're good. Sorry, folks. My girl hears me talking to myself. Okay, we're gonna do that. Everything else can stay pretty much the same. It is almost 9:30, so I'm gonna go 9. We're gonna set this for like 9. I'm gonna set this for 9:40. First, I wanna know, for those of you who are not really gonna pop up or whatever, I kind of want to just know what the hell you guys are thinking, right? So I'm just set it up. By the way, stream just got set, so it's happening roughly in about 17 or so minutes, and we could talk a little bit about that. So I don't know if you guys are going to get the notification for it. So let me do you guys also a solid for those who are watching right now. If you're not watching and then you don't get the notification until later, it is what it is, because this is impromptu. You guys know me. I'm not really being the fan of fucking StreamYard either. I've just kind of been doing my own thing. So there goes the link that's going to be for that particular stream. So you can't say motherfucker never did anything for you, okay? You can't say a goddamn thing. I asked a whole bunch of questions in the beginning from my last stream, but I asked in the beginning of this stream as well. But we need to have a conversation about this, especially because now that I'm thinking about it in this moment, I'm having a very different premise in my mind from how the EDP situation happened versus, not even versus, the EDP situation happening all the way to seeing the takes that took place between JiDion and Kayla. I'm trying to say Kyla, fucking not so erudite. Kayla is the girl's name. I'm seeing different things, and in this moment, because I've been doing this back to back through days, I'm trying to really piece a lot of shit together. There are things that I don't like that I'm piecing together, but there's also things that I'm hearing that I'm like, fuck, this is a lot. It's a lot to go through. What's good, Katie K? What's going on? Katie K's just stepped into the building. She a bit late, but it's morning time for her. And yeah, there's a lot that I think that we need to discuss, that we need to get through, and there's probably things that I'm not thinking about, and I know Jen has some stuff on her mind that she probably wants to bring up, and I'm wondering now that we've heard a lot of what JiDion has to say, because I think she's just anti JiDion. I think that was her case for a long time, but now I wonder what Jen thinks as well, now that she's heard a big portion of what JiDion had to say. Because honestly, I didn't know any of that shit. He laid a whole lot of stuff down that honestly, because my thing, I was talking, so before I even started the stream, right, I was talking with OG Do Dirty, and we were having a small conversation before he started his stream, and I was saying, with the way how this has been mishandled, outside of like Alex Rosen, because JiDion was also engrossed with coordinating back and forth, not in a sexual manner, but using a minor as bait, this nigga should go to jail too. That was my mindset, right? But after hearing what he said on his video and having the receipts that he does, I'm not sure I'm going to hold that position now. I don't feel as strong as I did earlier today when I was having that conversation with OG. Now I'm wondering. I'm wondering how exactly is this going to be the case? And by the way, some of y'all might feel differently. Some of y'all might feel likewise, or maybe you guys even have a different take. Maybe. Crab, you said begging usually works. What's that about? I mean, work was gonna be. It's a heinous. The reason why I am going to have the panel is because Jen says she's got a whole lot of notes and she has some stuff that she wants to talk about in reference to this case. So I'm interested in knowing what she was thinking about, because she didn't know about the EDP documentary until like I think like last night. So I'm interested in knowing what she came up with. Chaser, you was in here talking about a whole bunch of stuff. What are your thoughts right now based on the aspect of JiDion's, I would say, testimony, as well as Kayla's testimony? I want to know what your thoughts are on this as well. I know Katie K just walked in, so she doesn't really know what's really going on right now. Same thing for you, Zoomer, if you're still in the building. All of you guys, what are your thoughts? Mama, you were saying a bunch of stuff too. What are you guys' thoughts? You said you heard that the cops was in the wrong. They should have taken it away. I believe that the cops should have taken it away. And here's my thing, if they didn't take it away, then they should have been the front runners of working with JiDion. But for some reason, the cops decided that they were just gonna leave it in this motherfucker's hands, as if somehow he's fucking trained. Because this is before. I mean, keep making that case. I think this is very important. This is before JiDion became an official content creator who does prey catching. Because JiDion in the future, I guess now, or not even now, because of the whole thing that happened earlier, no longer works with Alex Rosen, who we saw also in that documentary, right? So he started learning how to prey catch due to Alex Rosen, but that was before the shit with EDP happened. So there's a lot to be looked at, desired, and whatnot. And we also got to take into account the shit that basically we got to look at not only the actions that EDP has done, but also now I have a very curious look at Kayla, and even to the point where we can see text messages, we hear the voice chats, we see the messages on Discord. And the only reason why she really wants to target JiDion is because the nigga got money. He got bread. Like, because we know that this man EDP don't have it. He don't got it. And what do we already know that we heard several times now? Kayla is opportunistic. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. No, Jason said that his thoughts changed on JiDion. Interesting. Now that he got to hear a little bit more of the side and the man got some receipts, he says, I changed my mind on my thoughts have changed on JiDion. My only thing is that there is a lot of kids joining these social media platforms on alias. Yes, I agree. However, aren't most people joining social media on an alias? tends to be the thing. I mean, the very man that we're talking about, the very man, because keep in mind, I've been very careful. Not that it needs to be a thing, but I've been very careful to label the man as he is, right? EDP 445. I'm not gonna say his last name, but his first name is Brian. His first name is Bryant. But I've labeled him exactly what we know him as, EDP. And when I learned who EDP was, I didn't even know it stood for Eat That Pussy. I learned that in the documentary. So it's very, very interesting how we get to a point, what our initial thoughts are, and how did we come to the point that we're at right now? How do we have that? How do we have all the information that we have now, and how do we reconcile with that? How do we reconcile with all that? Is it even are your thoughts? We're not really talking about EDP right now. Are your thoughts on have your thoughts on Kayla being a victim changed versus that of JiDion being a facilitator to catch a predator? Do you think that JiDion's ambitions to become a future pred catcher got in the way of looking after a minor? Or do you think the minor was more than willing to exploit herself in order to be able to get future gains for herself? It's a question that's in my head, and I wanted to just say it out loud. I don't think either one of them are innocent. But I guess a question that people all want to get to is who's more guilty, right? Sasquatch, what's going on? It's very weird. Like, Kayla says that she hates even talking about EDP and she wants to move on. But let's be honest. When you look at her account, I could pull it up. I'm not going to bother though. She doesn't have any fucking videos. She basically just has one other video and then this EDP shit where she just dropped yesterday. So she's not a content creator. She doesn't really do shit. So we have it from there. Outside of that, we got about close to 5 minutes in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna redirect this stream to our next stream. Jen, get your book, get your pages ready. For those who know exactly what we're talking about for the EDP stream, get yourself ready. This is gonna be quite something. I'm gonna give us about 5 minutes. Get your shit together. Go get a drink. Go take a leak. Go pee. Go prattle. Go kiss your kids at bed at night. I don't know. Throw a pillow at your spouse or whatever. But we'll move on from that. And then I'll see you guys on the next one. We got about 5 minutes. Give me about 5 minutes, guys. We'll move on from there. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll move on. We're gonna be moving on as we're always gonna be moving on. Fuck what I'm talking about. I'll see y'all real quick. Like.
Truth is what survives when the language gets stripped away. And most people ain't lost, they just been avoiding what they know to face. Resla is like that quiet thought that don't leave when the room get loud. Resla is like that feeling when the truth land and your pride sit down. Resla is like a mirror with pressure, no filter, no soft disguise. What people avoid when they swear they self-aware inside.